this is #1, and your other two books are #1 and #2 in paperback, right?
#1, #2, #3.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's crazy.
I know, and I have a show on the E! Network.
Yes. Imagine if you were on another. Imagine what could happen.
I don't know.
You're doing just fine. You're doing just fine. Your show is very, very popular, and congratulations. And the book is filled with. There's some stories about your parents in here that.
Yeah, they weren't great.
Do they know that?
Well, my dad knows because he can read, so he. They do know, but they know that I make a lot of fun of them. And my dad thinks that he's kind of a celebrity now, too. He said yesterday, he goes, I can't even go to the market anymore. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I can go to the market, so obviously you can go to the market. But they just, they just had me after they had 5 children, so they were just, I think they were thinking, like, I guess if we get pregnant, she'll just, raise herself or something. So I never had, like, good stuff growing up. Like, I never had the real Barbie doll. I always had, like, the Barbie with a Y at the end. And, like, like 3 bald spots or something. I mean, or, like, Cabbage Patch Kids. They never got me the real one. It was always, like, the Cabbage Patch Kid without the birth certificate who was, like, a preemie and sick. So it wasn't great. It was embarrassing a lot of the time.
But look what it does. It forms you. It makes you this today, right?
It does. It gave me a lot of material. I'm so happy anybody even cares about anything that I have to say. Like, I'm not sure if you're that interested right now, but I feel the fact that people are willing to buy books and read books, I'm so grateful because my childhood, it paid off.
Yeah, so that's actually, you kind of look for those horrible things to happen so that you can write a book later.
I did. Every time something happened, I would say to my parents, I'm like, I'm keeping an eye on you guys. I'm like, this is gonna end up somewhere, so watch yourself,
Right. And let's talk about, I love animals, and you just rescued a dog. Now, is this true? You never wanted to rescue a dog before? You never liked dogs?
Well, don't make me sound evil.
Well, it's just, I heard that you didn't really ever want a dog.
I had dogs growing up, but I didn't ever want to have to walk a dog or to clean up, really, it's the same thing when I don't want to have a baby. Until they come out with one that doesn't go to the bathroom, I don't think that I'm really equipped for it. It's not my natural instinct. But my friend had this dog. This is the dog on the book cover, too. His name's Chunk.
There's another picture of him, too.
And he's the sweetest thing in the
world.
world.
Chunk is the name of the dog.
Oh,
Chunk.
Look at him. There he is.
Flying private. Yeah, that's great.
He only flies private, that Chunk. He obviously came from a great family. Wait, they actually came with the plane, so it was a really weird rescue.
That's good. Buy a plane, get a dog. So this dog, look at the face. So that was
look at him.
It was in a pound and about to be killed, right?
It was. He was going to be electrocuted, and I said, no, doggy. I said, you're coming with me. And I got him, and he sleeps in my bed, and he puts his ass in my face when I sleep, and I was like, I will never sleep with a dog in my bed. I never thought I would do that. And now he just sits there and he does a little helicopter right before he goes to bed, where he shuffles around, and then I always think he's gonna put his face next to mine.
That's what you hope for.
Oh. And then, no, it's always the ass.
Yeah.
So, it's,
That's what he's aiming for.
Yeah. He doesn't respect me.
No. I have a cat like that. Yeah. That's a great looking dog, though, and thank goodness for you to come along and take that dog.
Thank you.
It has a little soul in its eyes. And so you're doing a show. How often do you tape your show? Is it every day? No.
As far as I know, it's been every day. Yeah. I do a show every day. I get some days off, but I'm starting this book tour, so I go to, I'm traveling all around the country. I go to like Portland, Oregon, and Seattle this week, and I have 2 shows in Portland and in Seattle.
How do we find? I'll put it on the website then, because
I already put it on your website before I got out here. Yeah.
Got it. You were on top of it. I saw you, I think, at the People's Choice Awards with your new boyfriend, and you seem like you're glowing ever since you met him.
It must be the penetration. You know what I mean? It brings out, listen, when a girl falls in love and we find our guy or our woman, or our person that doesn't identify as a man or a woman, we thrive.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
We glow, we are illuminated, and I found my guy.
Yeah, I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I say it all the time, but it is the only thing that matters is love. And then everything else just is, but love is the only thing that matters.
Yeah, and you know what's nice about my guy? He reminds me a lot of my mother, and not in a sexual way, but there are a lot of elements that I didn't realize I was missing, because my mom she passed away a long time ago, but there are a lot of elements in my life that I didn't know were, you know, missing, and he kind of brings those back, and he cares for me like my mother cared for me, and it's so sweet that I'm like, are you my mother?
Like, you mean nurturing qualities?
Just nurturing, always looking out for me, making sure I have everything I need. I'm addicted to lip balm, and he's always carrying like 2 lip balms. He's like, do you need your lip balm? If I'm walking through an airport and I have my handbag on, he's like, give that to me. You don't carry anything. And I'm like, I am so into you. You know, it's just beautiful. Like, I wouldn't let anyone do that for me unless I was completely in love. So it's nice to be vulnerable to that.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I mean, you're obviously, you've had a tough life, and you're very strong, and you've been in control of everything, and sometimes it's hard. You have to be at the right place in your life to be able to receive that, and the fact that you are, and you're allowing that to happen, is a beautiful thing. So
Yeah.
very
It's empowering to finally let it down and be like, okay, I'm in love with someone. I can act like I'm in love. I don't have to pretend like I hate every man anymore.
Right. So is that gone from your act now? You're not...
No, I still hate a lot of guys, but minority men are easier just to get along with in general, you know?
Yeah. Is that true?
Well, yeah, they're just not as entitled as white men. Yeah. Not all white men. White men over a certain age mostly have the problem. Just kind of coming to grips with where we are as women, saying, hey, we want equality. And they're like, but why? Well, because it's time, and because we're over it, you know? So, like, don't ask any questions. Yeah. Don't ask any questions. Don't argue with us anymore. We're tired, and we've had it.
And what are you learning from him? Because that's the beautiful thing too. When you finally meet somebody that challenges you and that is sort of a mirror for you, you learn from each other.
Well, I mean, I'm not learning how to cook from him, because he talks a big game about all these Filipino, my husband, whoopsie doodle.
Wow.
He's my boyfriend.
Wow.
Oh my God, I've never let that slip out. I mean, I've never even said the word husband. We're not married. But he talks a big game about how he's just great in the kitchen. Like, he thinks he's a Filipino wizard chef. And so far, he hasn't been able to even cook rice for me. So we do a bunch of cooking segments on my Instagram account and his, and every recipe he's made has been a disaster. And I'm not very good in the kitchen, but I now know that somebody is worse than me.
That's a shame, but
It is a shame.
Because he thinks he can cook.
Well, he thinks he can. He'll be like, oh, I'll make you chicken adobo, and then he can't make it. And, you know, I've made him a bagel. I once made him a bagel in a skillet because I couldn't find the toaster. I was in a rental house, and it was hidden. And I said, how do you want your bagel? Like, medium rare, what's your, you know? And he was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I have a special recipe I do. So I heated up a skillet, and I cooked him a bagel, sauteed it in the skillet, and it was so delicious. He was like, is this a secret Jewish recipe? Because I'm Jewish. I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. And then he wanted another one. And I was like, obviously, I'm killing it, and you can't even cook rice.
Wow. Now we've all learned something, that you can make a bagel in the skillet, and you can have it medium or
medium rare.
Or medium rare.
Or medium well done. It's just like a burger, everybody.
You're on tour right now. That's probably why you're in a lot of rental houses, maybe, because you're staying in houses. What is the tour called?
The tour is called Vaccinated and Horny, and it's emblematic of the way a lot of people are feeling, these days. And I came up with the tour name before Jo and I got together, but I'm still horny. It's just directed at one person, So, and I'm definitely still vaccinated, so that didn't change much, but. Yeah, it's been amazing to be on tour. I mean, winning the People's Choice Award, being nominated for a Grammy, I'm like, oh, I guess I should have been taking this stand-up stuff more seriously a long time ago. I used to perform and think it was like a party for myself, I'd get drunk and go on stage and be like, oh, that was fun. And then I was like, well, maybe that's not what your audience is looking for. Like, it's actually a professional obligation. So I started really, I kind of got myself really together and focused for this, and it's paying off. And
it sure is. Nice. I mean, a Grammy nomination. Congratulations. And
yeah.